These incidents raised concerns about the integrity of the electoral process and the role of influential figures like Akiolu in perpetuating a culture of political violence and impunity. In addition to the violence, allegations of vote buying and electoral fraud marred the elections, further undermining the legitimacy of the process. Many believe that these irregularities favored the ruling party and its candidates, including Sanwo-Olu. The actions of Rilwan Akiolu during the elections highlight the challenges that Nigeria faces in achieving a truly democratic and transparent political system. The willingness of powerful individuals to undermine the electoral process for personal gain and to maintain the status quo is a significant obstacle to progress and the well-being of the Nigerian people. Akiolu's unethical character and disregard for democratic values. Rilwan Akiolu's apparent lack of loyalty to the values of unity and tolerance is not only troubling, but it also puts the Nigeria's democratic ideals at risk. His affinity for individuals like Bola Tinubu, who has been accused of engaging in various fraudulent activities and narcotics-related deals, raises serious questions about the Oba's priorities and motivations. Instead of embracing the responsibility that comes with his royal status, the Oba of Lagos seems to be more interested in aligning with those who have a controversial reputation. This loyalty to money and power above the welfare of the Nigerian people further highlights the need for citizens to stand up against such behavior and demand change. Although Akiolu may currently avoid facing legal consequences due to his influential position, he must recognize that no one is immune to the law of nature. As he approaches the age of 80, it is crucial for the Oba to reassess his actions and make amends for his past transgressions. By choosing to embrace a more virtuous path, Akiolu has the opportunity to leave a more positive and lasting legacy. Akiolu's excessive love for money and material possessions is evident in his actions, but it is essential for him to understand that there is more to life than material wealth and economic gratification. True happiness and fulfillment come from living a life rooted in integrity, compassion, and service to others. Intimidation, violence, and electoral fraud in the Lagos governorship election. The recently concluded Lagos governorship election, which saw Babajide Sanwo-Olu re-emerge as the winner, was marred by controversies and incidents that disenfranchised many legitimate voters. One notable incident involved MC Oluomo, a transport union leader and close associate of the Oba of Lagos, Rilwan Akiolu. MC Oluomo openly threatened Ndibo, an ethnic group predominantly from the southeastern part of Nigeria, to either vote for the All Progressives Congress APC or abstain from voting altogether. During the election, there were reports of voter intimidation and harassment, particularly in areas known to have a significant Igbo population. For instance, in the Oshodi, Solo, and Ajegunle districts of Lagos, which have large Ndibo communities, there were incidents of harassment and the deliberate suppression of voter turnout. These statistics contributed to a lower voter turnout, with only 42% of registered voters participating in the election, compared to 51% in the previous gubernatorial elections. Furthermore, the election was characterized by incidents of vote buying, ballot box snatching, and electoral fraud. For example, in some polling units in the Alimosho and Ekpe areas of Lagos State, there were reports of security personnel aiding and abetting vote buying and ballot box snatching. These incidents not only undermined the credibility of the election, but also disenfranchised voters who were eager to exercise their democratic rights. The role of influential figures like the Oba of Lagos and MC Oluomo in perpetuating a culture of political violence and impunity has raised concerns about the future of democracy in Nigeria. With the election outcome heavily influenced by intimidation, violence, and electoral fraud, it casts doubt on the legitimacy of Sanwo-Olu's victory and further erodes the public's trust in the electoral process. The Lagos governorship election was a deeply flawed process that disenfranchised many legitimate voters and highlighted the challenges that Nigeria faces in establishing a truly democratic and transparent political system. The involvement of powerful individuals in fostering a culture of violence and impunity underscores the need for comprehensive electoral reform to ensure that future elections are free, fair, and credible. Moving forward, confronting bigotry and corruption. To create a better future for Nigeria, it is imperative that citizens actively confront bigotry and corruption in their political systems. By demanding accountability and transparency from leaders like Oba Rilwan Akiolu, Nigerians can foster a more inclusive, democratic society that values the diverse perspectives and experiences of all citizens through restructuring. Education and awareness are key factors in combating bigotry and intolerance. It is essential for Nigerians to educate themselves and others about the importance of unity and tolerance, as well as the negative impact of divisive rhetorics and actions. By promoting a culture of empathy, understanding, and mutual respect, Nigerians can work together to dismantle stereotypes and prejudices that have long fueled divisions and conflict. Moreover, the Nigerian government and civil society must invest in programs and initiatives that empower young people, particularly those who have been involved in nefarious activities orchestrated by leaders like Akiolu, providing access to quality education, vocational training, and employment opportunities can help redirect these individuals towards more constructive pursuits, ultimately benefiting both their communities and the nation as a whole. The media also plays a crucial role in holding leaders accountable and exposing corruption, bigotry, and other malpractices. Journalists and media outlets must maintain their commitment to objective reporting and investigative journalism, as well as provide a platform for diverse voices and perspectives. By shining a light on the actions of leaders like Akiolu, the media can help raise awareness of the issues at stake and encourage citizens to demand change. In conclusion, the Nigerian legal system and independent institutions must play their part in enforcing the rule of law and ensuring that all citizens, regardless of their status or background, are held accountable for their actions. By upholding the principles of justice and equality, the legal system can help deter leaders from engaging in corrupt practices or exploiting their positions for personal gain. Thus, invariably, giving political gangsters like Bola Tinubu the opportunity to shape Nigeria's destiny could result in continued corruption, mismanagement of public resources, and stagnation in the country's democratic and socio-economic development. It is crucial to prioritize transparency, accountability, and the rule of law in order to foster an environment conducive to progress and prosperity for all Nigerians.